My name is Maria Genkin. I'm a board member and I also volunteer on our Connect team. This June I visited Lviv, Khmelnytska Oblast, which is in Podillia, and Kyiv. When we first came into Lviv, I really was not prepared to feel the casualties the way you feel them in Ukraine, because of course I know about casualties and we all kind of hear about them every day. But when you are in Ukraine, there is an immediacy of this experience when you see all the graves that are kind of on the cemeteries there. The first day in Lviv, we went to Lychakivsky cemetery, which is a famous historical cemetery in Lviv. And every year we go, and every year we see how much it grows. And that experience is so emotional because you see not only Ukrainian flags, but you see a little personal story about every defender, because there are faces and you kind of imagine, how young they are. You can picture them. There's also sometimes a little story that tells you more about them. Yes, people are tired of the war. That's understandable after 2.5 years of full-scale invasion. But what I heard often is, how can we actually give up when there are so many casualties? How can we give up the territory when so many people died defending that territory? So it's not going to be easy to convince Ukrainian people in any type of deal or, rollback. And also, let's face it, a lot of the casualties are there because we were slow delivering aid, because they cannot fight without American aid. A year ago, my mom went upstate and they had a sign in front of their church, "We still stand with Ukraine." And I think, in the beginning, everybody stood with Ukraine. People should still be standing with Ukraine because nothing is over. And I think we get so tired with these mundane details that we stop registering them. Culture is very important to me. And when I went to Ukraine, I was amazed at how much culture revival actually was happening during the time of war. I was very fortunate to get tickets to highly sold out play in Kyiv called Konotopska Vidma. Realized that people really need culture at the time of war, and because it is a war for identity, right now people in Ukraine need Ukrainian culture. And then there was this other event I want to tell you guys about, which was the Music Day in Lviv. And it's essentially a live music day on 4 different stages. The stages are very makeshift. In one of the areas, it's not even a stage, just the a cappella singers go up and start singing. People just stayed outside on the streets and they were singing, folk songs. I've never seen anything like that. I think it was so authentic and so wonderful. And then the air siren actually kind of broke it off because it came on around 11:30 p.m. But I will, treasure it as probably the most really fantastic cultural day I had. So standing by Ukraine, standing with Ukraine means actually being aware that things are still happening and actively advocating. Even if you go see a Ukrainian movie or read a Ukrainian book or call your senator or call your congressman, this is standing with Ukraine actively and not just, thoughts and prayers. So I think as Americans, we need to do this very active position, which means doing all those things.